What's up, my ninjas? How's everybody doing? It is another beautiful Monday in the city of brotherly love. It's almost 60 degrees today. It's possible maybe the winter time is over and the groundhog in Pennsylvania was wrong. We'll see. I have my fingers crossed. It's supposed to get up in the 70s even later this week. I know some of you guys are real estate investors or you work with flippers and things like that. So I wanted to cover some questions that I get from people who are in that arena, in that industry. And really, the question is, I am a flipper. I'm a real estate investor. I rehab homes. What type of insurance should I get if there's any even available? And what's good and what's bad? So let's get into that. There is pretty much an insurance for everything. So let's keep going here. So this is a copy of a builder's risk policy. I redacted most of the important information, but so there's an underwriter that can cover this type of property. And here's the thing. It's only a 6-month policy because you should not be rehabbing a home for more than 6 months. If you are, then you're going to have to renew that. The insurer is Lloyd's of London. So you're not doing that great in terms of the type of policy that you have. It's got GL, general liability, which is great. You want to make sure you have that. And so this is the policy, location 1. It's covered for $200,000, but it's an actual cash value only policy. Now, why is this bad for someone who is rehabbing a structure? Well, most of the time, actual cash value gets calculated off of age and condition of the home. So if this property is not so good looking and it's old, then your settlement is not going to be $200,000. And the coverage form on this is basic form. So you're literally pretty much, this is like a fire policy. They have wind damage and things like that covered. And it's $1,000 deductible, that's fine, but, so that's the main thing, with this type of policy, but, it's not that great. And, this type of policy exists when you have a residential structure that you are doing the rehab on and the CO, the certificate of occupancy, has not been granted yet. Now, some people might say, what about all my tools that are inside this property? Well, you should get business insurance, or you should have business insurance for your general contracting business for that. If you do not, your homeowner's policy will not cover your tools that get lost inside this structure. And all your building materials that you buy can also get stolen out of this property. So it's not the greatest coverage, but it does pretty much cover you for basic perils, which is pretty much like fire, lightning, wind damage, explosion. But accidental water, frozen pipes is not covered in this policy. So you really got to be careful with what you have here. And then the premium. It's $1,000 for a 6-month policy. It's the cost of doing business, right? This is what it's going to cost. Sorry. And you really got to know these things. And whether you cancel the policy in 1 month or 2 months, you only get 50% of your premium back if you get beyond 50% or more. Or if you use 60%, then you only get 40% back. But the maximum refund you can get is 50% right here, percent earned. So, you are covered. You have some protection. It's not the greatest protection, but it is a builder's risk policy, and it is for structures that have not passed their inspection yet. And this is the type of risk that you want to cover. If you have homeowners or dwelling policy and a CO has not been granted and you have a loss, there's a chance that your insurance policy might not pay out. Mainly because the type of risk you did not insure to the proper type of risk. So, share this with your friends and family, people that are in the rehabbing, flipping, real estate investment business. If they or anybody has any questions about the type of insurance you have, please ask before you get in trouble. It is always the worst feeling for me when I get involved in a situation where a customer has the wrong type of insurance and the claim's going to end up getting denied because they didn't ask the right questions or they just went with the cheapest premium. You know, you gotta, you're gonna have to build this sort of profit or cost into your calculations when you are doing real estate investment projects. All right, so if this information was helpful to you, if it was valuable to you, it was eye-opening, please click like and share right there on the bottom underneath this video. Let me know what other questions you have based on, you know, the things that you're working on other projects. But you're working on flips, builder's risk policy, you know, and make sure you have the right type of policy. And you're going to need this before you go to settlement if you're using a mortgage company or even a private money lender. All right, everybody have a great week. If you have any specific questions or you want me to cover a specific topic, again, put them in the comments or send me a direct message. All right, everybody have a great night.